Mr. Lynch, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. It's I'm trying to understand. You want to contest these matters?
I had to go back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had to go back in because I didn't get no prompt. I had to go back in to join in through 36 District Court website.
No. Well, listen. What we're saying is that we're trying to get you an offer, but it's my understanding after talking with your lawyer that that you don't want to accept anything. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
The thing is, I don't know what court cases is being brought up. The recent ones or the one that I already have a trial for.
I think all of the cases that are on the docket, everything that's on the docket, that you already had all this stuff set for trial. And what we did probably, okay, I see what
I
happened.
sent some paperwork in, but some of those cases I got kicked out of Zoom. I sent in the pictures through that document website, and I don't know, and I sent paperwork to the law department for a FOIA for the court cases.
Okay, what documents did you send in to the court?
It was the case where I had got kicked out of Zoom, and I sent in the pictures where I got kicked out of Zoom. I think that was the January of this year case, and they was like, if I sent in the pictures showing that I was kicked out of the room because I thought the case was dismissed, and I got kicked out.
Okay, so what do you have any documents that relates to your driver's license, insurance, or registration?
Like told the lady, they're going to one. The judge. The person that I talked to on the last court case said we don't have no problems with you, and I said I'm going through the process of doing my documents.
Today, we head to Michigan, where a sovereign citizen named Mr. Lynch goes up against Judge Perkins, a man who's clearly heard every convoluted legal theory under the sun. The court has already had 2 failed attempts at holding this hearing. Due to technical problems and poor audio, when the video picks up, we get straight to the real substance, skipping the early failures. It's a sign of how modern courtrooms sometimes struggle with virtual proceedings. Even before Lynch can begin his arguments, the court is grappling with basic tech challenges. Judge Perkins seems prepared to cut through any confusion quickly. The mood is both resigned and firm. Lynch starts out confused about which cases are actually being discussed. It's almost comic how he doesn't even know if these charges are new or old. The judge tries to clarify that they're looking at every open case on the docket. Already, you see the warning signs of a classic sovereign citizen defense, where process confusion is the first barrier. It sets the tone for a contentious hearing document.
Hold on, let me ask my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask my question. Do you have any documents that suggest that you have valid insurance, valid registration, and a valid I can run your driver's license?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything because Dearborn the one that got me hemmed up. I can't even get no insurance when I no license.
Okay, so so what we're trying to do, every case that you have down here in Detroit, we call into the record. And we have 2 officers. The other cases are going to be dismissed, but we have 2 officers here that are here. And what we're trying to do is either make a resolution now, and we'll present you with an offer. And if you don't like the offer, you can just go to trial. Today is the date time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today is the date and time set for trial. So, are you willing to entertain an offer to resolve the cases, or do you want a trial on all the cases?
I mean, which did you say some of them are gonna get dismissed? I only have 2. I know the one that I recently got. Everything is for the same thing.
Yes. So here's the deal. Let me break it down to you. It's 2 officers that are here. Corporal Bennett wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date, and Officer Dunn wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date. The other officers that wrote you tickets are not showing up, have not showed up, and we're just gonna automatically dismiss those cases. So
Okay,
we can get you an offer on the 6 tickets that those 2 officers wrote you. Are you willing to entertain the offer for
Okay,
those 6 tickets?
Benny and Don, though Benny is the recent case, so that one I want to go to trial. I think the one I'm in trial for now is done, correct?
You're on trial for both of them. Dunn and Bennett are set for trial right now.
So nobody received my paperwork, my traveling paperwork.
What is the paperwork gonna sell us?
Basically, I don't need no driver license, et cetera, et cetera.
Well,
Or no
that's
proof of insurance. And my car was told.
Mr. Lynch's confusion about Zoom issues and paperwork reveals how these hearings can become train wrecks of miscommunication. He claims he sent photos proving he was kicked out of Zoom in January, suggesting the whole case was dismissed. The judge presses him about whether he actually has any relevant documents for today, like proof of insurance or a driver's license. Lynch evades the question, rambling about paperwork sent to Dearborn courts that didn't honor his filings. It's clear he's convinced the problem lies with the court system, not with him failing to comply with basic requirements. Judge Perkins maintains patience, but is firm. The whole exchange shows the recurring sovereign tactic of flooding courts with irrelevant paperwork and then blaming them for not accepting it. Lynch is more focused on proving he's been wronged procedurally than answering the simple question, do you have a valid license?
you don't need any insurance or anything like that.
I send the paperwork into the law department, and I wanted the FOIA for the body cam and dash cams, and I haven't heard anything from them.
All right, we can get you that. We can get you that. If there's some that exists. Corporal Bennett, can you put your appearance record, Corporal Bennett? Hold on, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right. So we need to get if there's any body cam or dash cam, we need to get that to Mr. Lynch.
He has to go through the law department to get that, Your Honor. If he's requesting it, he has to go through the law department.
Well, that's what he said he tried to do. He said he tried to appear. Let's see if we can get that now.
We can't get, Your Honor, our person that would do that is on vacation at this point. There's nobody in the office that can get that for him today.
Okay, now can I say something for the traffic ticket that was done? The other officer.
No.
Your Honor, can we just get an adjourn date when the people think they can have their video available?
Yeah, but I wanna just, what I'm trying to do is I don't want you to say anything as it relates to the traffic stops right now, because today is the date and time set for trial. But I'm gonna tell you this. You're suggesting, it sounds like you were suggesting that you don't have to have license or registration or insurance.
Judge Perkins takes time to explain how many tickets are actually at issue. He patiently explains that other officers who didn't show up will have their cases dismissed, but 2 officers who did show will proceed today. Lynch doesn't seem to grasp this simplicity. He seems fixated on the idea that if some cases go away, he should be let off on all of them. The judge carefully clarifies the remaining 6 tickets tied to 2 officers. Lynch seems willing to go to trial on at least one. This back and forth demonstrates Judge Perkins's methodical approach. He wants to make sure the defendant knows exactly what's happening, no matter how hard Lynch tries to derail the process with confusion. The judge is professional but unamused. He refuses to allow the courtroom to be hijacked by incoherent arguments.
Email so I can send it to you.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay, my phone not seeing none of that. Only thing I'm seeing on my cell phone now, if I was on my desktop, remember last time I had issues with my desktop, so I'm on the cell phone, and I don't see no chat or anything.
Well, you should be able to hit the button down there and it should
Okay,
pop
let me
up.
see, can I see something? Cause all I see a whole bunch of squares with everybody's face. And
You gotta come out of that screen.
huh?
You gotta come out of that screen.
What screen I gotta come out of?
The one you have to come out of the screen where everybody's face is.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get kicked out like I just did when I was in the breakout room.
You didn't get kicked out. We pulled you. All right.
I had to join back in through. I had to go back to the 36th District Court website to get back in the Zoom room.
Okay. All right. Let's pass the matter, and we'll try to figure out how to help you with the technology. And in the meantime, we need to. Do you want an attorney appointed to you, sir?
I've been trying to get an attorney. Nobody will take my case. So how if the appointed attorney don't want to accept my paperwork, then I'm up the creek like in Dearborn. So that's why I'm trying to study how to write the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm doing that right now.
All right. Well,
Dearborn is the reason why my license is suspended.
I really want to see what you're talking about, Supreme Court, because I've never seen a Supreme Court case. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I've never seen a Supreme Court case that says that you don't have to have a license or insurance or registration. I'll tell you this. I'll admit, I haven't seen all the Supreme Court cases, but I have never seen that. And I've seen a thousand people come in here saying that. Well, not 1,000, but a whole lot. And I've never seen it work.
So, when Mr. Bennett Officer Bennett pulled me over, he was like, "No, I ain't." He said, I ain't going for this. Sorry."
When pressed for proof of insurance, registration, or a license, Lynch claims he doesn't have any. He blames Dearborn for hemming him up so he can't get insurance or a license. Judge Perkins gently asks if Lynch has any legal documents justifying why he thinks he doesn't need them. Lynch claims he sent travel paperwork that proves he's exempt from licensing. The judge sounds skeptical but asks what exactly the paperwork says. Lynch claims it demonstrates his right to travel without needing a license or insurance. This is classic sovereign citizen logic, the constitutional right to travel with driving a registered vehicle on public roads. The judge's calm approach stands in stark contrast to Lynch's confused, conspiratorial reasoning.
You get that part.
After 36 is districtcourt.org.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna get it online and send it on my laptop.
I'm gonna be anxiously awaiting that. All right.
All right.
I'm
gonna send the law department thing too.
I'll be anxiously waiting all of that, and I'll pass the matter. It looks like Corporal Bennett is gonna be anxiously awaiting. It's gonna look like Officer Dunn is gonna be anxiously awaiting. Prosecutor Mason is gonna be anxiously awaiting, and I'm sure Ms. Soroki is going to be, and everybody else in the room. This could be some ground.
Judge Perkins attempts to move things along by confirming with Officer Bennett that they'll need to produce body cam or dash cam footage. If Lynch requested it, the officer says the department staff who handles those requests is on vacation. Lynch tries to jump in and explain about the other traffic tickets and asks for an adjournment to get video evidence. Judge Perkins cuts him off gently, but firmly, reminding him not to talk about the facts of the traffic stop on the record just yet. The judge clearly understands how to maintain order and preserve procedural fairness. He's aware Lynch might accidentally admit guilt or complicate his defense. This shows the judge is both fair and experienced in dealing with such defendants.
Very calm.
Have you read everything that you're about to send me?
Yes.
No, I bet you haven't.
Oh, the affidavit, yeah.
This case stuff you're about to send me.
Yes, it's only 2 attachments. I got to get the right one because the first email was the wrong stuff.
Are we on the record? Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. Let's go back on the record with Lynch. While he's sending that, I'm going to say this. I hope you've read everything that you sent me, and because you're filing these documentations with the court, and you're suggesting that these documentations with the court are saying are in support of you not having to have a license and insurance and registration, I believe, or all three of the above, or at least one of them. Wait a
What
minute.
I-
Let me finish making my record.
Okay.
You're suggesting that the Supreme Court says you need to have.
Judge Perkins keeps trying to clarify if Lynch wants to accept a plea deal or proceed to trial. Lynch remains slippery about whether he wants an offer or to fight all charges. The judge explains the charges tied to the two officers and that they can get an offer for those tickets if Lynch wants. Instead, Lynch shifts to complaining about the Dearborn court's refusal to accept his travel paperwork. It's apparent Lynch doesn't understand or refuses to understand that sovereign citizen legal theories hold no weight in actual courts. He keeps insisting that he sent proof he doesn't need a license. Judge Perkins asks him to provide the actual content. The patience on display is remarkable, and it highlights the challenge courts face with these ideology-driven defenses. Clip 6. When asked what these documents actually say, Lynch claims they include Supreme Court rulings that he doesn't need a license, registration, or insurance. Judge Perkins quickly but politely calls that bluff. He says he's never seen any such Supreme Court case in thousands of proceedings. The judge explains he's heard many people claim these supposed rulings, but none of them have ever worked. Lynch tries to maintain he has real constitutional authority behind him. The judge warns him to read carefully what he's sending to the court. This is a measured but pointed way to dismantle the sovereign defense. Judge Perkins refuses to accept pseudo-legal citations at face value and insists on real evidence. Clip 7. Now we see the technological chaos return. Lynch struggles with sending the correct email attachment, switching between his phone and laptop. He claims he can't see the chat feature in Zoom, afraid he'll get kicked out of the room if he navigates away. The court pauses to try to help him with basic tech issues. It's an embarrassing but telling scene about how these defenses collapse. Under their own weight, Lynch's entire case depends on documents he can't even properly submit. Judge Perkins remains polite and professional but can't hide the wariness in having to troubleshoot such a basic task in a legal setting. Clip 8. A.S. Lynch finally manages to send something. Judge Perkins warns him clearly. He needs to have read and understood the documents he's submitting. The judge makes a record that these filings claim Supreme Court support for not needing a license or insurance. He emphasizes he's never seen any such ruling. The implication is obvious, is sending worthless material. The judge is also making sure the record is clear, showing any appeals court exactly how much time and care was given to ensure fairness. Lynch listens but doesn't seem to grasp the warning. It's a telling moment about how sovereign arguments fail under minimal scrutiny. Clip 9. Finally, Judge Perkins explains how many people have claimed these so-called Supreme Court rulings before and how none of them have ever succeeded. He's clearly heard it all and wants the record to reflect the futility of this defense. Lynch insists he has the rulings, but the judge remains unconvinced, noting these arguments are recycled nonsense he's seen many times. This part is the perfect reminder of the clash between internet-fueled legal myths and actual courtroom standards. The court ends up waiting for Lynch's documents while carefully setting the stage for inevitable rejection of his claims. It's a masterclass in how patience and precision in the courtroom can expose the emptiness of sovereign citizen legal theories.